Well, folks, figured I'd get back on here. You know, I got to thinking about things I do all the time. Got a lot, a lot of time on my hands. More like windshield time. So anyhow, I was thinking about this. You know, a lot of times your services aren't taxed. I mean, like you go pay for something and it's a service, they don't tax it. You know, and you get taxed for property taxes. And you know what? Most everything on your property tax is a service. So how the hell can they tax you on services when services don't get taxed? And I also have another problem with it. You see, it's private property. Your property's private, okay? State don't own it. Bank don't own it. I mean, if it's paid for, it's still private property. If you owe it to the bank, it's still private property, okay? It's not commercial. See, commercial property is a little different. You make money off commercial. I mean, you got a grocery store, a hardware store, whatever. People come in, buy stuff, and you make money. Nobody comes to your house and buys things, and you don't sell things, and so on and so forth. So you don't make anything, all right? But they're taxing you on private property. That's not a business. Oh, I can hear it now. Oh, the corporate, you're all capital this and capital that. Well, you know what? They'll pull that crap till the day you die. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, it's all corrupt bullshit. And they can go fuck themselves. Because there's going to come a point in time when people are not going to be able to afford things. Okay? You're not going to be able to afford things. When that time comes, I don't know. Don't know when that is. So, with all that being said, I don't know how the hell they can tax you on private property when services aren't taxed. I mean, if you wanted trash removal, okay, you could probably go down to the whoever the local place is that does the trash removal stuff and say, hey, listen, I got a couple garbage cans. It will cost me a week to have you guys come up and pick the stuff up and give you a price. And if a lot of people started doing it, probably the price would come down and it wouldn't cost that much. Same thing with snow removal. If you got a bunch of guys with plows and they're out plowing the roads, and everybody chips a little bit in here, a little bit there. You see, what I'm getting at is you could probably cut your expenses by not paying the tax and doing it direct and contracting yourself. You saw me just like this. You saw me just like this. And I didn't talk that long. Son of a bitch. Now we'll see what happens. It draws easy. That's not the problem. Draws are nice. I don't know if they. I mean, it's not excessive. I mean, it's set right at 70. So, I don't know. Unless there's a break somewhere in the wrapper. That could be, you know. But I thought I'd just get on here and kind of throw that out there because as we're finding out, you knew it anyways. You can't give government money. You just can't. You give them money and they piss it away and they steal it and everything else. So you can't give them money. You see, this is the do a chart. Okay, do a chart. Okay, we the people under God. God's up here. We the people right here. Government's down here, and it's all spread out. They're supposed to come and ask you what they could spend. What they're supposed to ask you. You're supposed to give your consent. See what I'm saying? But they just sit there and seem to think they're going to do all what's best they think for the American people. And as you found out, that ain't so. They do what's best for them. They should put things to a vote. And whichever way the vote goes, it goes. But then the people have spoken. You just got to make sure that the vote is a fair and not corrupted and nobody's tampering with things. No one has a problem with you flip a coin. You just pull a coin out of your pocket, you flip it heads or tails. Guy picks heads, you pick tails, he goes heads. You don't get upset because, well, it was fair. You had a 50-50 chance. It was fair. Nothing wrong with that. But if somebody pulls out a coin out of their pocket and it's two-headed and they pick heads and they flip it and it lands on the ground, you go pick it up and they're like, oh, don't do that, that's my coin. And you grab it and it's like, well, that's fucking two heads. Now you got a problem because they were cheating. So, it's just like what's going on with the judges and that. They're way out of line. Congress, everybody's out of line. And you're like, oh, how is that just going to get paid for? Okay. Well, tax the businesses that are in business. Put a sales tax on things, a consumption tax. I honestly don't think, I think they collect more than they need in taxes. It really just comes down to they have a spending problem. They have fucked over and fucked over and fucked over the American people like you wouldn't believe. Same thing with your counties, your cities. They all have. They're all doing it. And they seem to think, because you work for the county or whatever, you're gonna be taking care of the rest of your life because you had a government job. No, they can get a 401 just like everyone else, and they can pay for their insurance just like everyone else. And once that starts happening, things will change. Guarantee you, if they had to start paying for health care out of their own pockets, go out and get insurance from someplace, oh God, man, the laws would change real fast. Because now they're paying for it. But because we give it to them, there's no reason to change it. Why should they get a pension? I mean, this pensions and insurance will just kill corporations, and it kills governments. So, with all that being said, you're the people. They always sit there and they talk about, oh, the 10th Amendment, the states' rights. Oh, yeah, right, exactly. States' rights. Let's go just a few words further. Or to the people. That's you. Again, you. They want to forget about you. Oh, that's states' rights. Well, no, it falls to the state or us. And you could claim, well, since we are the people and we are the government, you don't have a say in it. We do. We'll vote on it and we'll decide what's what. We'll decide the way things should be run. What always gets me too is they all take an oath of office. And their oath is to the Constitution, to uphold the Constitution. Okay? And they're all hypocrites. They all lie. Because they don't uphold the Constitution. Their laws and their case law and all the bullshit they keep telling you all about flies in face of the Constitution. And you want to sit here and let them tell you? They're just a bunch of liars and cheats. Well, folks, with that, and staying lit. Can you believe it? So anyhow, we'll get on here another day, maybe. Like I said, I just don't like to get on here a lot, just from the standpoint you got all these other people saying this crap. You know, I mean, does anyone know when it's going to collapse? Well, it's going to collapse. It has to. The fractional reserve banking and the way they change rules and laws all the time to make it work for them, it's going to collapse. It was never designed to be anything that lasted. In the Bible, every I don't know, they had jubilees. And I can't remember, like maybe every 7 years there was a jubilee. That means they wrote everything off. They zeroed out the books. They zeroed out what was owed and everything, and they started back over again. Why? Because they realized something. You can't continually do this because the debts keep going up and up and up. More and more is being owed. More and more money, debt, is being brought into circulation that is never paid back. So, and they all want to sit here and yell about gold and silver. Well, I'm telling you folks, it ain't happening. They're not going to back anything by silver. They're not going to back anything by gold. It ain't happening. It's going to be backed by the same crap that's backed right now. So, just remember that. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. It ain't designed for you. It's designed for the elitists. It's designed for them to steal it from you, take it from you. I mean, don't pay your property tax, they'll come get you. Well, you're paying a tax on services, and services aren't taxed. I mean, oh, we got the right to lay taxes. It's like, well, no, you don't. For a lot of reasons. And the one reason is we, the people, say, no, you don't. Well, what are they going to do? Put a razor wire around the whole country and enslave us all? That kind of defeats the purpose, wouldn't it? So, and all this tariff stuff, don't you worry about it. China's got nothing. I mean, they were dead in the water years ago. The stuff they make is crap. Okay. I mean, what they show you on TV, oh, look at this robot, it does this. Well, that was the one time it actually worked. You know, they don't show you all the thousands and thousands of times they just screw up and they don't do shit right and they do crap all the time. And their automated driving stuff. Yeah, they oh, look at this, what's this? And next thing you know, I mean, it's dragging somebody underneath of a truck or a bus or something because it doesn't realize it does. Caught somebody or hooked a car and it's dragging a car behind it. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of things that need to go into the programming, but they don't have it right. They've always done anything half-ass. And they think they're smart. That's why they're not. So, y'all have a good one.